I'm Peter Obi, and you're watching NoireTV. People celebrate you to point of stupidity. Excellent is after fair, good, very good, best, excellent. So His Excellency means a life we can emulate.
Please follow me. Yeah, I was trying to figure out, he was trying to remember who your grandfather was and what last name.
Yes, you went to his alma mater, your CKC. Fantastic.
Go ahead.
Mr. Obi's political approach emphasizes transparency, youth empowerment, and restructuring Nigeria's economy to foster growth and development. His influence still resonates and continues to resonate within Nigeria's political landscape. Please join me to welcome Mr. Obi to the stage. All right. So you have said, because I've been listening, that the most important lesson for a leader is to listen and learn. So we're curious to know, what are you listening to right now and what are you learning?
Well, I think I remain on that trajectory. A leader must learn from those he's serving, those working for him, and understand the need of the society. One of the worst things that is happening in Nigeria, let me use Nigeria for example, to us as leaders, nobody says no to us. You're a governor in Nigeria, which I've been. People celebrate you to point of stupidity. Because you come to a place, somebody is telling you, oh, since you became governor, everything has changed. And you're looking, nothing has changed. You know? And they give us of award. They call you of name. Like you will see His Excellency. You know, you've been in school. When you talk about excellent, is after fair, good, very good, best, excellent. So His Excellency means a life we can emulate. But you see somebody who is not even fair. They're calling him His Excellency. And they'll tell you since you came, things have changed. And you know nothing has changed. So it's good that you question it. Is it right?
So another question we have is, what specifically can people in the diaspora, you mentioned before that, you know, you have some envoy come and we can, you know, hold remittances to Nigeria, but that's at a higher level. What about us as individuals who live in the diaspora? You know, what can we do with our finances, our abilities? What is it practically that we can do, no matter where we are outside of Nigeria, to influence what's going on in Nigeria?
Well, specifically with regards to the electoral process, first is advocacy. to the people locally to ensure that when they vote, that they stay and make sure that their vote counts.
So in that you're saying
that's I'm just giving you again in diaspora to pressure, let's say United States, people in Congress, people at State House, all the possible avenues to put pressure on Nigerian government to ensure that elections reflect the will of the people. We go around the world begging for support. They can use that to pressure and insist on the right thing, because that will bring a lot of value. When you talk about Nigerians living and running abroad, if there's good governance locally, they will stay. So it is to their benefit that they bring about or help us for us to have good governance locally.
In a similar thread, I have heard you make a lot of comments simplifying Nigeria's economic challenges. And you seem to see them as mainly relegated to reducing the fiscal spending of the state, reducing the cost of government, salaries and perks and so on, and the number of sort of government officials and size of governments, as well as reducing Nigeria's already low, one must point out, tax burden on individuals and companies. Many would argue that this misses Nigeria's central problem of having a very, very poorly structured fundamental economic architecture, where we don't produce, where we don't manufacture, we do not export. What would you do to fundamentally restructure Nigeria's economy towards a production state, manufacturing oriented, will mostly revolve around?
Sorry, I think I skipped the question. I think it's part of the question I've answered before, but let me tell you, I've never simplified Nigerian situation. And I've not talked about cutting salaries. The salaries are low already, so you can't cut it. You're actually going to be talking about increasing it. I didn't mention about cutting salary. I said you need to cut the cost of governance. All the things you said demands that. The cost of governance today in Nigeria is too high and irresponsible compared with the level of your economy. In fact, it's more expensive and higher than the Western world. I've compared it everywhere. I have been a governor. It costs more to keep probably a Nigerian governor than it costs to keep an American governor. I'm sure the biggest state in America is California. I've said it every day. With $4 trillion economy, which is more than 10 times the GDP of Nigeria. But I don't think the governor of California today can use a 6 bulletproof car convoy and remain in office in 1 week. I'll take your phone number and I'll call you.